So usually as you're coming down here on your first lap, you want to check your steering, make sure everything feels good, tap your brakes once or twice, make sure there's something there. And then usually your position is about a car width off of the wall. Most cars, when you're at speed, will brake probably around the 500 or the 400 marker. We're going to obviously brake much less. Turn-in point is a little before the 0, and you kind of want to come close here, a little short straight. Apex is sort of at the top of that corner. You unwind out, keep it turned in, so then you can cut back close to that apex. You drift out here. Here you want to be relatively close to the line. Braking. You turn and you kind of hold the wheel and you don't do much to it. So I'm way off of that corner, and that wasn't very good. And coming in on that one, come out just to the stripping, turn in again. You don't come all the way out to this edge, and then you sort of line up and see that little red thing right there? You want that. There's a little red dot on the track you want between your wheels. You feed out close to the right-hand edge, and then you line up on that green shack. And it's about that painted marker where it's a sharp turn in and winding out to that alligator curving there. A little swerve to the right, and then it's kind of just hit that apex, hit this apex. And again, this is when you're cruising down here, you want to be about a car width or maybe slightly more off of this right-hand wall. If somebody's passing you, obviously you'd sneak in. Braking here, you know, the 400 marker for a lot of cars. Turning is a little past the 0 point here. Clip this curve, and then you want to hit this apex a little late. They usually mark it too early. Drift out to the left, just on this curbing a little bit. And this is sort of a late apex too, so then you can accelerate and unwind out here. That makes sense?
Yep.
So we'll do this one a little faster. Coming out close to that little weave. Little brake, and you just sort of hold it, and you don't do a lot of steering through here. You hold the steering and modulate the throttle, little brake to settle the car. Drift out, not quite all the way. Brake here, kind of a sharp turn in, get this apex, and then drift out a little bit. Line up on the green building, accelerate, brake pretty hard. Down to the right, and then you just sort of slalom through this.
What's the average track lap time on this track?
I have no idea what the average is. People who do a relatively good job are usually running in the low 130s in street cars with DOT legal tires. Of course, these tires aren't warmed up yet, so we don't have the grip we would normally have. Different line a little farther out, not lined up a little to the left of the green building.
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
And then off the pit road.
Did that help at all?
Yeah, it did.